Okay, I'm going to quickly do one last one to make sure we know how to graph. I'll rewrite this so you can see it. But I've written up above, if you have a less than or a greater than, it's an open circle because you don't get to include the number that we're talking about. If it's a less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you're going to use a closed circle. Okay, this one says V greater than or equal to -3. Okay, I actually hold up my left hand to see if it matches. It does not, so I know it's a greater than. And I got those written up here. So I know I'm talking about the number 3, so I'm going to circle it temporarily. I can look over here. I know it needs to be a solid circle, but here's why it's a solid circle. I take the value of -3 and I plug it in for this V. -3, is it greater than or equal to -3? Well, it's not greater than, but it is equal to. So this, as long as this is a true statement, when you plug in the number you've circled, you get to darken, you enter the circle, say I get to include that value. Then I will tell you this is greater than, so I need the bigger numbers, or some people will say, hey, you're looking for the end arrow that matches that arrow. Or better yet, some people actually draw this as an arrow, say shade to the right. Some people do this, some people do this and just darken in the line. To me, it doesn't matter which way you do it. You're going to figure out, does it need to be a solid circle or an open circle? And are you shading to the right or the left? That's all you have to do tonight. Then I'm going to give you some graphs and ask you to write the inequality that goes with this graph. So I look at this one and I literally will write this. Big numbers, little. Big numbers are on the right, little. It reminds me of left. It reminds me of less. Ooh, less thans. Less thans are on the left. Littler, lower. They all start with L. That's a beauty feature of littler. Less than, left. So the number we're talking about is -3. You can pick any variable you want. I use M because my first name is Michelle. So I'll say M. First of all, I see that it's shaded. It looks like it's shaded that way. Well, that's the arrow. It says point to the right, so I know I have to use that arrow. Now the next thing I have to decide, well, that's a solid circle, so I get to write equals to. If it's solid, that means you have the equal to. That would be the answer for this one. I'll write number 6. The number we're talking about is a -5. Again, it's to the right, so I know it's greater than, and I'll use M. I don't get to put the equal sign on this one because it's not a solid circle. So literally tonight, that's all you're doing. You're either going to be graphing what they give you, or you're going to be writing the inequality that goes with that graph. Sorry that some stuff's in the way.